like Teddy Gray on stuff. Whooshy gives a proper reaction.
And now for something completely different.
Hey family, welcome back. Teddy Gray, back on stuff. Today we are back on Bring Me the Horizon right now. As most of you know, I am going to be going to see these guys, so I'm going to have to try and get through as much of their stuff as possible before I see them, which I have no problem with. I have no problem with at all. I am going to be doing an album reaction. I think, is it Sempiternitumicals? Whatever it's called, I'm going to be doing an album reaction on the Patreon. I might be able to bring out like an edited version for YouTube, but they're usually really heavy on album reactions and lives. So, you know, if you want to check out album reactions or lives, make sure you head over to the Patreon. Okay, Can You Feel My Heart? Hopefully the subtitles work. Or not work, they're just present there. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm excited, but I'm very nervous. Can you feel my heart? Can you feel my heart? Tell me I'm the only one. Are they the lyrics? I'm going insane. Haven't even started yet. Hard rock music. Thank you. Oi, get fucked. Why were the drums so off bass? They were so off key. Off bass. Lol. They were so off key. Dun, 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 dun. I'm so sorry if anybody's annoyed at me for pausing right there, but the way that came, I was not expecting that. The drums came in at like a different pace. Felt like the drums were going at a different tempo, like maybe the drummer had earphones in, didn't hear the rest of the recording, just went at his own pace and at his own time whenever he felt like it, and they left it in anyway. I don't know. I thought obviously it's not a mistake, but how are they gonna weave that back into a palatable track? Because this is on a lot of views. Not that I doubted them, I couldn't see where it was going in my mind. And that little that's so good to me. Let's go. Surprises already, man. See what I mean? It sounds so off-beat. Do you know what's so strange about this? Like this, as a track, it's very palatable, even though it's strange in its production. It's very, very strange. Very, very strange. And the weirdest part about it, for me personally, is that Ollie Sykes, right? That's his name, right? Ollie Sykes. Ollie. Lovely Ollie. He's singing through the drums. Either that or the drums are only playing through his vocals. One of them came first, the chicken or the egg. I don't give a shit which one, but it's happening and I can hear it. In the silences, there's no drums, and it's making for, I don't know, a more atmospheric I don't know how though, because I'm used to hearing a at least a kick, just something in between vocals. There's just like a little bit of silence and then back into it, but the drums are laid over the vocals. It's a very strange production. Slow rock. Fuck off, YouTube.
I'm scared to get close, and I hate being alone. I long for that feeling to not feel at all. I get.
Oi, he's doing one of these little 4 bars again, isn't he? And then after the 4 bar, it's gonna drop back into the. And this is another little nice 4 bar as well. The higher I get, the lower I'll sink. I long for the feeling, not to feel anything. And what was the first one that he said? Because it got me. Jesus. At this bit where they're like pulling something out of him, is making me think back to was it in Kool-Aid? Or was it in Parasite Eve? Where he said something about the chips and pins and needles. They're putting chips and pins. He said something about that. I'm not going crazy, right? That happened. What was this bit? Wait.
I'm scared to get close.
I'm scared to get close and I hate being alone. Like all 3 lines so far, and I'm guessing the 4th one too, they've been like juxtapositions, contradictory statements, you know. I'm scared to get close, but I hate being alone. I long for the feeling, not to feel anything again, you know. It's a split infinitive, counterintuitive. Those words all mean the same thing, right? Scared to get close and I hate being alone, man. That's so fire. Ugh.
I hate being alone. I long for that feeling to not feel at all. The higher I get, the lower I'll sink. I can't drown my demons, they know how to swim. I'm scared to get close and I hate being alone. I long for that feeling to not feel at all. The higher I get, the lower I'll sink. I can't drown my demons, they know how to swim. I'm scared to get close and I hate being alone. I long for that feeling to not feel at all. The higher I get, the lower.
Oi, that's fire, because you're hearing the screams come through, but the screams are kind of like, it's like an undertone. Do you know what I mean? So it's like the real you screaming to get out. Whoa.
To get close and I hate being alone. I long for that feeling to not feel at all. The higher I get, the lower I'll sink. I can't drown my demons, they know how to swim.
now for something completely different.
Hey family, Teddy Gray back on stuff. Let's go again. Bring me the horizon. Shadow Moses. This was the other one that most of you guys were asking for, so I thought I'd get this one out straight away for you guys. So, without further ado, please like the video, comment underneath it, make sure you're subscribed, and let's go. Uh-huh. That's a weird angle.
Can you tell from the look in her eyes? We're living lives that we're ready to die. Can you tell from the look in her eyes?
Oi, why does this look so haunting? Not only that, but a lot of the stuff that Ollie does involves like chants, you know? Or like he'll pop in like a nice little one-liner in there. I've always accredited Drake for doing really well at that as well. He just puts a little one-liner in there and then people quote that one line again and again and again from that song. I feel like he's a master of that too, you know? We're going nowhere. That's like visceral. That's a chant. But the video's haunting.
Can you tell from the look in her eyes?
We're going nowhere.
We live our lives that we're ready to die.
We're going nowhere.
Can you tell from the look in her eyes?
So weird.
We live our lives that we're ready to die. We're going nowhere.
Let's go.
I'm gonna bury you and cover the tracks. You'll have to take this with your cold dead hand. I'm gonna bury you. One second never die. I'm gonna cut you loose, sever the veil, I slip through the cracks and you came to my chest. I'm gonna bury you. One second never die. Fuck.
No! Boy, I'm gonna smash so much shit in this. I'm gonna smash so much stuff in this room. The drop that is present on this track is completely different to the drops that have been present on other tracks because there's less of an electronic, like this to me sounds like more metal. This sounds more like Slipknot's type of stuff. Do you know what I mean? This even sounds like, oh my god, what was that one? And it blows my fucking mind. It blows my fucking mind. What was that one? Oh my god, was it? It wasn't Costa. It was the one where he was dissing like a radio station, I'm pretty sure. Oh my god. This is reminding me of that. Especially with the... like how fast paced that was in the second verse. Oi, what's dead can never die? I thought I buried you. So he's obviously talking about, you know, a love interest or a previous relationship or something. But she was obviously dead. Ugh.
I'm gonna bury you and cover the tracks. You'll have to take this with your cold dead hand. I'm gonna bury you. One second never die. I'm gonna cut you loose, sever the veil, I slip through the cracks and you came to my chest. Can you tell from the look in our eyes? We live our lives and we're ready to die. You can run but you'll never escape. Will we ever see the end? This is eternal. Will we ever see the end? This is eternal. Over and over again and again. Rise from the dead, you say. Secrets don't sleep till they're dumped to the ground. Signal the sirens, rally the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a moment of truth. Can you tell from the look in our eyes? We live our lives and we're ready to die. You can run but you'll never escape. Will we ever see the end? Can you tell from the look in our eyes? We live our lives and we're ready to die. You can run but you'll never escape. Will we ever see the end? This is eternal. Will we ever see the end? This is eternal. Over and over again and again.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sound. Just end it there. Yeah, brilliant. Who gave him permission to do that? Who gave him permission? Well, like I say, that one was definitely more Slipknot-esque. Or not even Slipknot-esque. I don't want to sort of compare bands, you know. I'm sure they're incomparable, but it was more what I believed to be metal, like that. Especially with that chanting as well. That must be so visceral, like, to hear that live as well. Imagine if they cut the whole track, the whole beat, everything, and it's just the crowd like, we're going now. Oi. That must sound fire. And if they do that, I want to, if I ever get to meet the guy, all I want to ask him is like, what does that feel like when people are chanting that? Like that specifically as well. Like, what does it feel like when everybody's doing that? That must be such a cool feeling. Like I've never been, you know, been to a concert, so I don't know I don't know what it's like when people chant like that, like actually being there, do you know what I mean? Med. Well, this one, I will say though, in terms of its lyricism and in terms of how repetitive it was and where it was repetitive, again, not one of my favourite ones. I genuinely feel like this might be a case where it's a band, in my opinion, where they do get better with time. Because it seems like, I mean, Kool-Aid, it's such a good, and it has elements of metal in there, but it also has like stuff that reminds me of like Linkin Park, the stuff that I've listened to from like Hybrid Theory and a little bit of Meteora. It reminds me of that stuff, how there's little bits of electronic in there. Some synths used, not too heavy though. But Kool-Aid's a feckin' excellent track. Parasite Eve, brilliant. These two, it sounds like, I kind of wish I'd have heard these before that, because I can tell that this is like the inception of of what that came to be. Do you know what I mean? I'm just glad that he took the elements that he did from this and put it into the tracks that he's making now, you know. I'm glad he took the elements that he did, because it's going on to create stuff like, and I swear somebody said in the comments that as well that he's got like they've got a new album coming too, so it's only gonna get better from here. I do need to listen to the album in its entirety though. Maybe I'll get a different feel if it's the whole thing all the way through. But I do like the message. It's sort of like pull yourself up from your bootstraps type of thing with a lot of their stuff. It seems like they're speaking for the common people, which I would expect of somebody from Sheffield, to be honest. They're very, very humble folk down there. So I will continue with the Bring Me the Horizon journey, obviously. But yeah, that's Shadow Moses, Can You Feel My Heart? Oh my God! I've got so many, so if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments down below and I'll make sure they get done for you very, very soon. But I'll be going through the main offenders today, probably, in all likelihood. I'll see you very soon. Deuces.
I DG, this goes hard, you know.